Hey, what's good, everybody? It's DP. We're back with part 3 of our How to Get a College Scholarship series. The big thing we want to talk about in this one is building an athletic resume. What's an athletic resume? Well, one, that's what you do on the field. We all know that, right? That's how do you play on the field, making highlights. How are you playing on the field on a down-to-down basis? Those are things that coaches and recruiters are going to want to know. But also, there comes the what are you doing off the field? Because remember, this is our athletic resume, not just our highlight tape. So, are you an all-A student? That's a part of the resume. Are you top 10 in your class rankings? That's a part of the resume. What's your community service hours looking like? That's a part of the resume, right? So those are the things that we're looking for. Yes, we're looking for the play on the field. We're looking for the highlights on the field, but we want to know what the community service hours looking like. We want to know, are you a captain on the football team? Are you an all-A student? What's the GPA like? What's the class rank like? So when you're trying to get recruited, remember, it's between you and millions of kids all across the world. So when we're doing all this, we can't just rely on I run a 4.4, he runs a 4.4. I had 1,000 yards, he had 1,100 yards. I had 15 home runs, he had 15 home runs. Things start getting back and forth, so we got to start going to, okay, 4.4, 4.4, 36-inch vertical, 37-inch vertical. Now it's like, okay, now the academics, what is that looking like? Oh, this kid is getting in for sure. This kid looks like they're on the list where they might not qualify. Also, now, you're a quarterback. This guy's been the captain since his freshman year on varsity. So that means he was good athletically, but he was also a dog as a leader since he's been a young boy. What about you? Oh, you never became a captain and you was a quarterback? That says a lot to a coach. You was a receiver and you was a captain. Okay, not many receivers, they're prima donnas. This guy was a captain, so it might mean something to the coach, right? And then we go into community service, because when you go into college, when you go into the league, that's a big part of what you do. Are you active in the community? Are you a good person? Are you a good role model? So when you're going out here and playing these sports, trying to get the scholarship, remember, it's not only about the plays you do on the field. It's not only about making the coolest highlight tape. What is your full resume like? What's your body of work as a human being on the field and off the field like? Getting on Instagram, Twitter, what's that resume look like? Do you got highlights on there? What's your family life look like? Right? That's a big thing. Are you showing just highlights, or why not show when you was doing the community service at the Boys and Girls Club? Put that on the Instagram. Don't just put the touchdowns on there. Remember, you can build a resume and a life that you want people to see through the internet as well. Or are you doing things that you shouldn't be doing? That goes on your resume as well. Not only the good things, the bad things go on the resume as well. So when you are balling on the field, make sure you're balling harder off the field. And that's one of the big things that people don't realize. They think about the highlight tape as their resume. No, that's a highlight tape. Your resume includes who you are as a person, and not only who you are, remember family, it also goes on the resume who you are as a mom and a dad. Are you in the stands, cutting up, cussing out coaches, having problems with coaches, letting your kid do whatever? So not only are they looking at your kid for their resume, they're throwing you as a parent on your kid's resume as well. So that's a big thing that you need to know. So don't just worry about the highlight tape, kids. Remember, your resume is you as a person on the field and off the field. That's part 3. Make sure you build that athletic resume, as well as that academic resume, as well as that community service resume. Whatever it may be that you're interested in, that goes on your resume, and you need to build it as best as possible to compete against all these other millions of kids wanting those same scholarships that you want.